No. Okay. Yeah. Look with the stream from Esco on yours. Get mine up this side. Go, got that. Lovely stuff. It's up and running again. Let's get in as a spectator. I would come in and spectate on you, Mr. Ezkiel, but I might get dragged out of the lobby. So I've done it, take that risk. Going with captain. Oh, go for it, Trono. Every item you buy that has been locked with rep clause gives you extra rep. Nice. Hey, it's all good, my man. Don't need to rush, fella. You're not racing till later. And hello. Are you going Botanic? Or Aldo?
Happy Live, Dublin 11, Killers on the way.
Nice, got 3 levels of spar behind them, lovely stuff. Hello, Unholy, mate. I've seen you getting a couple of custom records recently too. Oh, sorry, Captain, go ahead.
No, we're still waiting on Razza and Tyrese.
Yeah, I've not heard nothing. I messaged Tom and he's not sure where they are.
No.
As well, I've messaged them on Instagram, I've messaged them on PlayStation. I can't do much else. I'll try giving them a call. Hold up.
I'm not even online. Although Tyrese doesn't show online all the time, does he?
No, he doesn't. Nothing from Raza. Let's try Tyrese. He's out. He's not got the internet. He's not going to hear it anyway, is he? Won't go through. Oh, it was ringing.
Friends won't download. Right, we're having a little issue. Rockstar.
Yeah, it's Chrono Leathercake's the only one so far that doesn't. Top guys, as far as I know. I know it's Mateus, Anadrax, Rezkio, everybody does.
Does your
So
friends
it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let me have a look.
Mine's downloading. I can't get Revelant to see if he's online or.
No, Rockstar Game services are unavailable right now. Please try again later.
Okay. Well, then I'll start the playlist and go that way about it.
Oh, it's not being updated again. I don't think he actually accepted my friend's request last week. Rezko, if you can invite him to the session, would you? Revelantis. I think he'll be on your friends list. Chrono, you know how it is just before an event, you know?
Rockstar Games unavailable. Rezkio and Ashafad don't need to take the invite, obviously.
But if one of you could try and invite Revelantis to that session.
Oh, there we go.
Is it working again now?
Yeah.
Thank fuck for
But I don't
that would not have been a nice way to lose somebody from the competition.
No. But Revolantis, Tyrese and Raz aren't online.
Last thing I can do is add them on Discord.
Yeah.
To show online. So you can receive their invite. Okay. Raza. Tariffs. Getting your police shot online. So we can be invited. Hello, Fairdass. I've been racing randoms in the new tracks for the last 3 days. Yeah, I really do quite enjoy them, I have to say. So apologies for missing that comment. Apparently, somehow I missed that, even though I read the 2 below quite a while ago. We are waiting on Happy Live Revolantis. Hopefully, we will see Raza LD and it's Tyrese.
Not sure we're going to. 1 minute to go, and then they'll have to join in.
Yeah.
Yep. Happy
It's all
Live needs
laid
to
out
get in
cleared.
also.
Like I did give all the information to my stunt guys in Go and Pros, all sorts. I didn't register if they weren't my crew and that.
Yeah.
I like to see my stunters that I've known a bit longer to do as well as they can.
Yep.
They've had all their
in.
information from the moment it's released. So there's no.
Happy Live has the invite as well. They're in the session there. Again, it's the 5-minute period, and then there we go. Can't wait.
Happy Live was in that session as well. Don't know what happened to them.
They've had several invites.
But no, there are plenty of races. Missing out one race will not decide your playlist necessarily. Rockstar state-of-the-art servers always falling when we need them most. Yep, that's always the case. We've got HZB225 game, we've got Levicate, we've got Denzel 2213, we've got the Chinaman 25, we've got Dublin Wolf, we've got Vapors, we've got Jojo, we've got Killer, we've got Captain TR19, obviously not competing himself. Will participate in a little bit. Off the line with Captain TR19. Jojo, bit of a wonky start. Not the time to be gaining that back. Jojo is the stunt racer in the lobby. So is much more of it. It's just an all-rounder. There's no cuts though, having spent good time in the community. We saw Levicate try a cut. He's gone really long though. Captain as well. A little bit too far. We're on to Vapors. Jojo's had to respawn as well by the look of it. going to be a tight race a bit further back as guys get themselves up to speed. Jojo will be looking to maybe get himself back up
I
into
hate these
first,
stunt races. I
even
hate
with
it.
that big time loss. At the moment we've got the guys up front not so confident, won't know the lines so well. Callum's on the back of Vapor's car. Oh, Dublin Wolf into that corner very deep. I believe he did just have to respawn there as he fell off the track. Kate and Jojo looking to pick up some pace. We've got Chinaman edging the tube cut ever so slightly. He's going to take a position over HZB here. Going up a little bit too high on tube ball, like I have mentioned in the previous commentaries. It's not the same as Pry. You want to be sitting just above that shadow line. The way the GTO gains boost, very, very different. Good luck everybody coming in.
Happy Live couldn't get in, apparently, but they were in the lobby that everybody got the invite from.
Yeah, and they had the invite. That's really weird. We'll try and get another invite out to you in between the races, Happy. It is the stunt track up first.
Sorry to anybody watching my stream, I had to reply to the message.
Jojo really starting to pick up the pace. He's up in to 6th place. Will
sit here
some point.
Happy Live.
Yeah.
And see if we can get Tyrese or Raza online if they're here.
Jojo will show up at any point.
Yeah.
He does also have his stream up on Twitch. Avoid the tube cut there on the jump. That is going to be allowing Jojo the chance to gain hugely. Where is Jojo? How far back is the lad? It's 255, 258 to 309. So 225 first lap. A little bit higher than we would be expecting to see. Yeah, I'm just taking standard lines, not taking any big risks, just using the natural speed. Heading the throttle through. Lovely stuff. Jojo for the win is Pinky. He's coming in quick. We are going to step back because we are going to see him really starting to crank up the pace, hopefully here. Hopefully I've chosen a good spot to swap, and we have. Look at that, we just catch the tube. It's nice and low. See the guys just coming through the back end of the tube there. Wish the props were in creator. Yeah, I do wish all the props from Stunt Tracks take the tube line up a little bit high, and you can see Vapors coming into view as he exits the tube. HZB Gamer up ahead as well, just about to land. He's got a bit of a lead at the moment, but it's in range for Jojo if he gets a couple of clean laps in. Nice brake boosting down the straight, just takes 2 wheels over that final bit of curb, stays a lot lower than Vapors, and you can see the time gain coming in hard. Little dab of the brake just before the exit just to make sure he can pull through the corner nice and cleanly. Little brake boost as well. It's going to be a big time improvement here from Jojo. Brings his time down to a 220. Oh, 213, sorry, saw the 224 below, 213.020. Tube exit nearly goes awry for Jojo, but he corrects it very nicely. Heads in for the tube exit, he gets it nice and low, pulls the nose up just enough so it's not too heavy a brick, and gets the car moving along the straight before the corner. Jojo back up into the lead, into the tube skip. Very cleanly, you can see the time gain he's had. He's already through the corner as the guy lines up for the entry behind HZB. Depending on where you are, clipping the curbs nice and tidy again. Enters on that left side of the tube wall. We've got Levicate up to 4th as well. He's going to pick up some nice points for himself. He's not gaining the way Jojo did on these guys. Got a 2:22, so he's gaining 2 or 3 seconds on them, being that little bit cleaner, managing the throttle better. But whether he's got enough time to gain an extra position or two, different story. He's not got that 10-second advantage plus, as Jojo does. Gets that back left tyre down, touching the first, just start pulling the car around to the line he wants it in for the corner. That's great boosting down the straight. Appear to miss that second one a little bit. A slight double tap off the brake to try and grab it on the second attempt. Dab at the brake before the exit of the tube, and then just eases his way through, collects the checkpoint and takes the race win. Captain did mention Happy Live in the lobby. The only race he has missed here is the first stunt race. Plenty of time to pick up them lost points along the way. As Captain did say, he did send out multiple invites before start. We did give that 5-minute wait for Raza, Tyrese and Revelantis as well.
Everyone from this lobby will qualify.
And I'm guessing we'll see that an extra wildcard spot open up. Because there was going to be the 3 spread across the lobbies, whereas there's only 9 here for now, unless somebody shows up and smashes their points.
Happy Live's going to come in, so that'll be the 9 from this
lobby.
Yeah, so
that's what I mean.
3 available for the next
for 2. Later, yeah.
Yeah. Highest scoring 3. But again, as it's been shown, are we even going to have full lobbies for them?
Well, they're the ones I think are more likely to... I've not heard anybody saying they can't make their lobbies other than Chrono, who now thinks he can. And then the ones you'd already mentioned. Jojo 13.020 HZB, Vapors, Levicate, and the Chinaman making out the top 5. Jojo almost full 10-second lead on the best lap. Fully taking advantage of his track knowledge there on the stunts and not having to push too hard.
Okay, we have another look quickly for the boys.
Yeah, most I can do at this point is I'll quick look at my friends list on PlayStation. Perfect. Hopefully got my couple of calls and message. He's loading in. Yeah, he's just loading up from story mode or something rather. Is.
Yeah, I'll extend the time.
He's on PlayStation 5, so it shouldn't take him as long.
So, as long as Raza beats Happy Live, he will qualify outright, and Happy Live will then go into the fastest, highest points losers in that group.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we all know the top 9 here will make it, and whatever points the lowest has, the next group will know they have to beat this minimum to have a chance of progressing.
So, unfortunately, he's going to miss the second race, but as we heard, he's loading up. He's a good racer, so he could see himself rack up a good amount of points, and he has got that stunt race a bit further into the playlist to bank a good amount of points, maybe a win or a second place behind Jojo. Starting with Babbling Wolf, I believe, can work. Reset. Levercake did have a relatively good comeback drive there. They are maybe going to have to learn a couple of the cuts, which, even if it is the slightly easier version a bit later in the competition. Like I say, Viper has some adapted shortcuts that do gain you a good 2, 3, 4 seconds over the standard line, and then you're limiting the time gain off the cleaner cuts as well. By that time gain, you gain yourself. Jojo, he's got his hands up in the air for you from Bradley Winks. How you going, Bradley? Well, with Denzel, he's had a decent start of the car bogged down, and Chinaman and HDB did gain a good bit of curb. Levercake's got the advantage early. Chinaman picking a bit of pace where he can. Denzel a little bit of a slide through the corner, but he's back on the curbs, nice and aggressive. Jojo now completing, not Denzel now completing out the top 5, but he's reigning captain back in here. We've also got Vapors coming in hot, but he's lost a bit of time through that last corner. Levercake and the Chinaman are pulling away. The Chinaman is streaming. I know he isn't spectatable, but you are able to, I'm able to pull it up, so I will do that myself as well. Ryan needs an invite. Yeah, I can get him an invite now. Quick click. Where's my ball?
Should have had one from me before.
It's because he was in story mode loading up, it won't come through. But I've got it to him, he's in. He should be in it before the end of the race. Let me drop Chinaman's stream and then I can keep my eye on Chinaman. Levercake has gained a big advantage. He's got the 134.8 first lap. So that'd be down to the 1 minute 4.8 to the 105. Just seems to have really laid down some really good pace. Jojo closing the gap up on Chinaman from where it lay before. Feathering throttle round the corner nicely. Captain's nose just creeping into my camera view there on the back of Denzel's car. Jojo comes off the tyre wall hard, trying to get back on or off the curbs a little bit too aggressively. Denzel going super aggressive, clipping as much boost as he can, using the tube. Oh, again you can see just going up the side of the tube, building the revs up. Yeah, outside of that tube ball, just managing the boost. Nice and clean. Levercake 101.024, best lap for 2.099. And for 0, we've got a 101.766 from Denzel. So you can see how he was closing the gap up on the Chinaman, but he's fortunately had a bit of a wobble. I can't move any further forward. We'll take the pressure off Denzel for right now. We can sit with captain, tight slide into the corner. Vapors pushing hard again. Hopefully he doesn't push too hard and in an opportune moment lose the time.
Problems. Raz is in and out, in and out.
Did he just lag out? Okay, I'll get another invite to it. He does sometimes lag out the first time he joins a job, and hopefully he'll be alright after that.
Yeah.
Captain's just taken position. That's Vapors up into 4th. Jojo's holding 6th place. He's got a bit of a lead on 7th. HZB falling down a bit further than where he would like. Good racer, from what I've heard. Had good support in chat last week. Struggling to lay down the pace in the Emirates as things stand. Using that tube wall line, getting that extra time over Vapors. It holds at 3rd place. You can see Chinaman just pulling through a slight kink in the road ahead. Ryan said player no longer in session. What?
I'll send him an invite now on the last
once Captain's pulled over, he'll get you an invite out, Ryan. Might be because I'm spectating. Although I can normally invite people with no issue, I've done it before. He might just be busy with friends, Chrono. Like, the weather's quite nice and stuff at the moment. He's enjoying his football and all that sort of stuff. Move back on to Denzel. Does appear to close the gap up again. A little bit on Chrono. Levicate has improved his time to the 1 minute point 5.35. Really nice time from Levicate. Very quickly corrected slide there from Denzel to snap the car back into position. Really nice, and continued gaining on Chinaman as well. Going for a half decent lap here. Killer ahead. Gonna that lap here. Levicate's already gone past him. Chinaman on the way past. In the wrong car as well. I don't think he could get to his Emirates. He's in an Autark, I believe.
Man United are getting beat 4-1 by Queen's Park Rangers.
What do you mean? You got time up on mine. Yeah, I did give them both. I gave them both a ring on Instagram and stuff, Luke. I tried everything I could before, but I am just guessing Ty's busy with his mates and stuff. I know he's been enjoying all his football practice and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, Vapors it is. If you're still watching.
He had a little bit less confidence and stuff for the final. The best lap is by Levicate at the 1 minute point 5. We've got Raza now in the lobby. We'll see the points that he is going to have to make up. With 5th place, though, he's going to put Levicate up to 1st in the playlist.
He's got 6 points to make up Raza.
So there you go, Raza. If you've got the stunt track, lad, so that should make up. So just race now on the rest of the tracks other than the stunt, and then do your stunt thing. That should see you through. You are a quick fella.
4 spots.
This is a sweater paradise. Best lap we've seen so far is the 50. Well, obviously so far, with there only being the one lobby before this, is the 156.2 by Rezkio. We'll be looking 4 times below the 2 minute mark, really, to show off good speed. We'll see, I'm sure, a few times up and above it. No, and neither should you, Chrono. You shouldn't have been saying it last week. Like, imagine if you were one of the not being harsh to him, but I'd be one of the slower guys in the lobby than you as well. So, like, imagine how we feel about it. I don't take stuff like that offensively. I know my place really well, but
Kill us in the Buffalo, I think.
oof.
I don't think he made it.
Only if somebody else drops out, Esco. Him and Chrono swapped, and it'd be about if somebody of his level drops out, whether he gets in. And allow Persona. Got a 30-second wait. So the two so far I need to make a note on are, as long as it is just Levicate, it will be fine. Levicate, but then we've also got what's his name? He's a Chinaman.
Killer's in his GTO, bless him, so no points for him this race. He's fucking crashed already.
Wide a little bit into a lamppost there. We'll instantly we'll start with captain. You can start in a non-pressured place. Raz has had a wonderful start. Uses the hedge to straighten the car up. Running wide did cost him some time, but he's still in a good position, holding out 5th place. And holds the lead. Jojo comes flying by in the Feltzer. Okay, starting to pick up some positions, maybe a slight early miscalculation, costing some time. Really picking them positions up. In through the chicane, Captain just misjudges the speed, and that has allowed
Levicate driving Benny's tyres?
I think he is. Yep. They can be good on certain, like certain other wheels are decent tuners and stuff like that. Benny's have advantage on some props and stuff like that, and you can see seems to be picking up a bit of pace over that prop there, cuts through the underpass there, nice and tidy. That checkpoint registers really nice and wide. Kate battling along the side or just behind Razza, trying to pick up some positions. Great boosting season on by with captain for now. We've got Chinaman chasing down Denzel. We've got Vapors, Jojo, Levicate making out the top 5. Razza really in the mix, following Levicate's line, takes it slightly tighter as well. You can see Levicate though uses the runoff behind the tree, take that corner a little bit wider. And that's the thought to have Chrono, mate. Heavy on the brakes, pulls through the corner, back on the accelerator, nice and tidy. Top 5, big slide, do appear to have gained a bit of an advantage. We are going to move on to Vapors. He's rocking the Feltzer here. Jojo just goes by, gaining a couple of extra curb boosts and brake boosts. Good brake boosting again by Jojo. It seems to pick up a bit more pace than Vapors, just ever so slightly better timed. Levicate right on the ass here of Vapors, while using up the best he can. Comes on by, managing the throttle through the chicane really well. Helicopter up above. So he moved the underpass. That has closed up as well. Making out that top 5. There he goes. Take the Jester through that section a little bit quicker. We've got times of 2:31.315 from Denzel leading the way. That is the best lap, and by a little way at the moment. Good few seconds lead over the Chinaman. As the Chinaman has managed to close up. Denzel does appear to have a little bit of a lead, just glancing over at Chinaman's stream. Yeah, he'll need to have a little chat with Captain Luke, but if any space opens up around the level he was at, so I think it's 3 to 7 from what Captain said in the order, then he'll be able to step in. Just pulls himself through the corner nicely. He's making out the top 5. Levitate, a bit of a mistake has allowed Raza and Vapors to pass by. Levitate's going to be picking up the pace down the straight. Here he comes. As it seems to be closing up on Chinaman as well. The laps are in. The 1:57.151 from Levitate is the best lap. 58, 57.633 from Denzel as well. Really nice times rather, with the 58.5 showing the time gain on the Chinaman. They are quite close together. Just going to sit here, we'll watch Levicate. Nice adjustment from Vapors, had to feather throttle a lot more than he would have liked on the preferred line, but he did well to avoid the pillar and the tree. Pace of Levicate just easing it away from Vapors, and he's right onto the back of Araza. Easily over the crest of the hill. .151 is that best lap from Levicate. We'll go have a little look at Raza. Tries to close in on Chinaman. Levicate does come past. He's up and over the crest of the hill, no slide, manages the speed really nicely on the brakes, nice and cleanly. Pulls himself down the hill with a little wheelie, easing himself past the props on the corner, over the bumps. Nice and tidy from Raza. Levicate managing his speed. You can see Raza following the line, trying to gain that extra little bit, chasing the brake boost as well. Slightly stronger brake boosting of the Feltzer when hit cleanly. Ease away, but this is where we could see the Jester. He's back slightly tighter corners. On the brakes, pulls through the corner. You see the time gain, a slide from the Chinaman, the bit between the teeth from Raza. He's at full speed. He's cranking, you can see ever so slightly just gaining. Oh, has to run really wide, unfortunately just comes off the wall. Unlucky there, Razaman. Unlucky fella. Just avoids the tree there. The kick up seemed to pull the spoiler out of the way. Still got the best lap from Levitate, no improvement from Denzel. Raza sees the line from Levicate, a lap or two ago and adjusts to it. Lovely, lovely stuff. Brake boosting down the straight, clipping the curb. Really unlucky stuff. He was in an intense battle there. He was holding position really nicely, taking position. Just running a little too wide through that corner, clipping the wall. Hello, Trilogy, my man. They lucky I ain't in it. It's always nice to see Trilsy. It's a shame not to be seeing you in it, lad. Razza, for a mess, you can't be too unhappy with 4th place. That's going to see you with them 6 points you needed initially. Obviously, Happy Live and that gained a point or 2. Truly enjoying the welcome from Bradley there. Hello, Sir Lewis. So we have seen Razza get himself up into 9th place. He gained the points to get himself into qualification, so he just needs to keep it rolling. It does show, if we did get a Tyrese or Evelante show up at this point, it's not completely out of reach for the good racers.
Have another quick look, see if we have anybody.
I'm guessing like the guys will have been trying to get in touch with Ty as well.
Yeah.
He'll be without internet, busy with family or friends or something. I'm going to pull Leathercoat Stream up on my phone so I can keep an eye on him. I've got Green, the Chinaman up on Discord. So I can keep my eye on him as well. I'm doing my best for the non-spectatable ones as well, you know, so I can commentate on them a little. No, but he's just having a nice chat with his audience and that. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
Wonder if anyone can make a shortcut, or it's just me. Actually, tell Cap to do it if he can. Captain, go for Chrono's shortcut, he says.
Oh, okay. I'll try. If I think, I mean, if I, what I think he's talking about, yes, I'll try it. Maybe I'll just make up my own complete new shortcut.
Razza was definitely reset. I don't know who else was reset. With the Yoda Fox, but that was a question for Trilsy. Jojo's had a nice start, leads the way, Captain coming up strong, rubbing up against that little edge of curb. Gives a good curb boost when you can't get over the full curb. Oren's a little wide, allows Jojo off the second lead, just under. See Jojo enters the corner that little bit wider. Can manage the speed, feathering point, and exit speed a little bit harder.
Not this time, Chrono.
Jojo had a big slide. We'll head back a touch. We'll go sit with Denzel here. He's got Razza just up behind. He's trying to close the gap up on Captain, who, as he does on the final lap, will be pulling over. I know a lot of my stunters got reset last year because of the stupid apartment glitch. We all got greedy at easy money. For shit we didn't need. What were we going to buy? A load of fucking planes we're never going to drive because we race car or fly because we race cars all day.
A 2-minute glitch fucks 5 years' work.
That like, I felt so bad. Like it's Razza that.
Yeah.
Level 1600.
Yeah, that was bad.
He was
that was
like
very bad.
Like first or second highest level in our community. Stunt racers. is leading the way. Denzel, okay, not enjoying his time on the dirt so much at the moment, but again, do imagine he's just easing himself into the competition, relying on the fact that he is one of the better racers in the game to see himself through at this stage of the competition. It's getting a little bit more risky to be doing, but he's already gained a good amount of points on the tracks he likes, so it may come next week that he starts sweating out tracks that he's not so keen on, just to guarantee himself that qualification place, with it only being top 5 from the 3 lobbies. Oh, Captain, big accident there.
I was in two minds whether to do the chrono thing, and I fucking completely minced it.
Right, we'll do it on the next lap, Captain, and I'll come back to you after this one.
Okay. I think I went too early.
There we go, Chrono. We've set it up. You're going to try it on the next lap, so we'll swap back after the completion of this lap.
Chrono, am I even thinking I'm doing it right there?
No, we'll see, Captain.
Oh, okay.
This could be your greatest moment. Or one of your worst.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's a shortcut.
But he did say it saves 0 seconds, so I think I know.
Okay, yeah, then.
As it holds the lead, the 21 or the 149's coming in, and 148.777 from Jojo. We did see Rezkio getting the 46.2 here, so he got a good couple of seconds over best lap on this track as things stand across the 2 lobbies. As unfortunately we had a little incident a little further back. We are going to do our thing for Chrono. Chrono's saying he'll get it for me if you don't. So, pressure's on, Captain.
Fucking moment of truth. I think that was something along there. It was something along there he's doing.
Something along... If you get that right, that is surely a bit of a time gain. Not a lot, but you're saving that air time.
Yeah. But I've never attempted it, so I wouldn't know the line. But I think that's what he's talking about.
Did I write down the whole time? But yeah, I do think you're right, Lana, a 2:25. I did only go with the 2. Stupidly. It being such a lower one.
I'd have pissed this race if I was actually racing it.
I'll do it right for you. So yeah, I think you were along the right lines there, Captain. But he's saying I'll get it right for you, lad.
Yeah.
Leathercake has managed to pull himself back up to 4th. We're going to go on to Jojo. That'll give us good spot for this final part of the battle. I think there is one more lap after this.
Yeah.
Razza and Denzel battling just up ahead. Razza looking to close back in on Denzel from that little lost time. I believe it was just about here. He did lose that time, but he's taken it really nicely this time. He's right alongside Denzel. Jojo closing up too, swings the car around onto line he likes, and it looks good and clean. Pulls by the tree, slight tiny feather of the roll so he doesn't take too much air time. As I believe has just pipped into the lead as well. Okay, is still 4th, managing his points nice and cleanly. Oh, Jojo just a little bit too close. He's got a time advantage over Leathercake, but a dip in the track there, struggles to dig his way out of it. We'll go on to Denzel, take the pressure off and let him. And Cap, did you find the shortcut by yourself from Chrono?
When he told me about it.
You told him about it, Chrono, so you gave it him.
Oh, he gave too much away for me to realise that's where he was meaning. Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it's got good amount of risk to it for the time gain you'd get if you get it clean.
Yeah.
Denzel had a similar mistake to Rezkio. The braking point may save him here, though. It gave him the perfect entry into the corner once he had corrected the car. And it is going to allow him to hold the lead. Razza just behind. That ended up being very tight. Jojo, you numpty from third house. No, he got a little bit unlucky, just pulled in a little bit too tightly to that post there. I believe he did hold a third place, and he didn't quite have enough of a time advantage, I don't believe, over the guys ahead to gain the amount he needed to take a position. So on this occasion, he did get lucky that it didn't cost him a position gain or losing one. At chrono, I try 45. Oh, Rezkio's pushing. Even though his racing schedule for this week's competition is done, he's still going to try for the 45. Go smash it out the park, Rezkio. That's all I can say, Mr. French boy. My solicitor on Navigate Stream Silicium's only just learnt that it's a solo competition now.
Wow.
So he might have ended up signing up.
Unlucky.
And learn to pay more attention.
Yeah.
It's not like you've not made it clear. And like they're friends with enough people in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has been discussed lightly in their parties and stuff here and there.
I think I just put this on 6.
Hey, Kevin.
Shit. One watch not gonna make a difference. Fuck. I think I put it on 6. It should be 7.
Hope you're doing well, Kevin, and welcome to the channel. I believe it's your first time around. We have the GTA World Championships round 2 today. Got 2 more lobbies to come after this. We see 9 per lobby progress, and then if there is any dropouts and we see any less as we did do in the previous, it will see wild cards for the next lobbies, so 10th place, etc. As the highest point finishes get the wild card spot. Oh, Denzel attempting a bit of a jump start. I say a bit, that was a bit of a massive jump start, Denzel. About 20 seconds or something, lad. Maybe even 15, Jesus Christ.
Eager beaver, eager beaver.
Too eager. That'd have seen your point deduction of the whole race, lad.
Yep. Oh, come on with
Nice
that
and
there.
smooth. Levicate and Jojo. Top 2. Denzel enters the corner. Nice and aggressive. Dabber breaks late. Jojo lines up for the barrier smash, and you can see the time gain against the dirty French boy. Levicate and Denzel learning a little lesson there. Razza cuts across the corner nicely, picks up the 2nd place. Again, cutting the corners, Denzel learning the line, went to shift into it a little late. You can see Levicate just behind, following that similar line as Denzel got hung up on the curb. We are going to have to move forward. Really unfortunate stuff for Denzel there. Has a feathering of the throttle nicely to just avoid that little conjoining prop point. See Leathercake pushing nice and hard over the curbs, gaining the position back, running wider through the corner. This time he goes through the barrier with Jojo, not letting that time gain go by him without picking it up. Again, you see Razza cutting across nicely. Leathercake starting to do the same, cut across the final part of the corner. Drop down nice and clean, just eases Razza onto the backside of Jojo and away from Leathercake ever so slightly. Leathercake managing that throttle dip ever so slightly. Jojo really unlucky, I think he just caught the barrier. Pulls through the corner, goes wide just so he can get it nice and straight to the checkpoint. Little slide over the curb. Leathercake is pushing nice and hard. 48.615 to the 49s coming across from Jojo and Razza. Razza's slightly better. 0.208 to the 0.262 on Jojo. Leathercake just under, or just over half a second ahead. Yeah, it was a big early mistake from Denzel, but he's picked up a couple of positions. He's back up to 8th place. And it's just a touch wide, but he gets to use the barrier to straighten up. See him trying to match Leathercake's line ever so slightly. He goes back onto his own though, rightly. Don't want to overcommit, over tunnel on following others' lines. Got a bit of a fight a little further back, I believe, although no, Jojo has a bit of time, I believe, over Chinaman. Just trying to have a little glance back. Yeah, there's a big gap back, so this is the place to sit for now. Razza tidy again through the corner. Time gain from Leathercake, if any, is minimal. 48.304 to 48.844 from Razza, 48.548 from Jojo. 0.5 separating them. 0.54 on the best lap, really not too much. See, Leathercake enters that corner a little bit later, or goes in for that corner that touch later, trying to use the curb to gain the advantage back off the track. Tidy Leathercake on the power, good and early. You can see the time advantage it does gain. Just over the curb, it's like they're coming up to potentially have a lapping chance. Leathercake just pips Razza to the post. It was tight at the end. May have been an ever so slight. .7.951 from Razza did punch away the best lap. from Levicate.
Yep, very nicely. 47.9.
Take the art on to spin it. Expecting 3 times from Jojo and Raza being the lowest. And then we will see times climbing as they go. Yep, pop across and give him a watch, Chrono. Like I say, I've got him up on my phone as well, so I can have a little look.
And just to remind everybody, there is no character switching here. It's only braking allowed.
No, honestly, I don't think any of them do that are involved. The guys are looking forward to on Levicate's stream taking the mick out of him, I'm guessing a bit. Something he's not so keen on. Everybody all lined up. Engines are revving the way they go. We're going to move forward off Dublin. We'll sit early on with one of the non-stunters. Chinaman and Levicate are leading the way at the moment. It's managing speed, carrying it through the corner really nicely. We have seen Raza pull ahead on the props, Jojo as well. Levicate having fallen back down 6th place.
Whoa! Whoa! That was a big crash.
And they're all in Levicate's chat, who the fuck is this Raza? Obviously an alt. Pointon's popped up. No, he's not, he's been playing years. Levicate went with the breaking point. He's had to respawn. Was it Levicate that went for that? Yeah, it was. He's down into 10th place, and we see Denzel go under the banked platform. We are going to start moving up a little bit. Have a little glance at Jojo. Denzel has fallen back down the order too. Levicate is still that little bit behind. Nice and clean through the tube. Raza is leading the way. Nice side B. Easing up, he tilts the nose back to try and limit the air time. Good clean line from Jojo. Razza though is still leading the way. 3:03, so that'd be a 2:33.073 first lap from Razza. In Esco, I wouldn't get into nothing with them street guys. They're quite, you know, flary. Jojo ran really close to the edge of the track there and unfortunately comes into contact with the tube entry. It has allowed the Chinaman back on through. We'll pull up his live and have a little look at it as we go along. Joe, good on the braking point, it looks good. The car up to pace nicely over the jump with a much shortened air time. As it really is leading the way. He's going to have a lot of time gained. I believe that's the Chinaman gone under the platform. He should hold a third above Dublin Wolf. And some big mistakes. Levicate is, I hope he's just fallen down a position or two. We will move on to Razza.
Oh.
He eases himself off the ramp. Going to be bringing down his time, collects the brake boost. 2:28.146. Really, really nice lap from Razza. Maybe expect a little bit lower later, but really not too much. Good and clean from Razza through the tube, taking the line I've learned from the Marbilles. Over the curbs, avoiding the curved barrier, nice and tidy. That barrier can really grip onto you heavy. Through the loop, good and clean. Razza not taking any risks with the braking. Wanting to potentially give up the points you can be gaining here in the race. Tracked. Comes off the curved wall.
Whoa. Okay.
Jojo holds a second behind Razza, but Razza with the time for a mistake on this wall bash or jump up has the time to spare. We are going to move back, see if there's a bit of a fight anywhere else. Denzel has got Dublin Wolf within sight, but there's a short amount of the track remaining. Levicate, I think, accepting the DNF.
Make it! Good job, Razza.
Yeah, you did. No, you can't, like, when you're not keen on something, you're not keen on it. And trying to learn a track in the 3 laps at a high level is a difficult thing to ask. He's used to racing up at the front. He knows he's got the points in hand so far to be top 9. So he's able to just put the control down, take a bit of a breather. Here is the time up. We are going to see a couple of DNFs here, I believe. We've got 3 more about to come across the line. It is Levicate. No mistakes, it was just Levicate. But it is tough stuff. To get yourself to be a really good all-rounder, you need to pull up every sort of track. No, that's what I'm saying as well, Razza. Like, certainly when you're not into the stunts anyway, like it's not something they do at all. They're on custom street tracks and all that sort of stuff, and then to try and learn it is a very difficult thing. Certainly if you're like relying on your natural talent to get you through a week, if that makes any sense. I don't think Levicate's quite at his full pace yet, if that makes any sense. I don't know who this is, but I'm sure if you messaged Mr. Poynton, he'd let you know. I know you and Poynton get on well. It's just a bit in Levicate's stream. Yes. Marty, if you knew who he was, you clearly don't know who I am and that sort of stuff. We are on to Euro Speedway. We'll be seeing the Massacre. He seems to be enjoying himself. He's laughing, you know, back at Esco's comments. Maybe he means your PB, Luke. That's all I could think there as well. We will start off, I'm thinking, with a Denzel. Oh, okay, yeah, two lanes. Entirely, it's a good start from Denzel, holding good pace with Levicate, pulls alongside, a little bit later on the brakes, has allowed him to just pinch position, puts across the curb, but Levicate managing the straight line speed. Place to go straight, nice and tidy. Getting a bit rough off the wall, has allowed Jojo to take position. Denzel slides at the midpoint of the chicane, allowing a lot of people to bunch up. Jojo running all sorts of wide as the Chinaman honks his horn, finding it all sorts of funny. Good to see Jojo pick up a couple of positions again. Even get himself creeping into the top 5, but this looks like it is going to be a sweaty race. Okay, leading the way at the moment. Through the corner, got Vapors not too far. Oh, sorry, just a position swap causes that issue there. Chinaman not too far behind. You've got Denzel pushing hard to pull back alongside and past Vapors as it cuts that chicane the best it can to gain the position slightly over Denzel. Levicate is just easing away as he goes at the moment. Pulled a bit more of an advantage. Managing his boost nice and clean. Managing them, Sappho really tidy though, keeps easing away. Alex was not going to lie, that crash Jojo just had making me laugh. I'm not sure, I didn't catch too much of the chat during S-Pro, I was just watching that to be honest. Getting to know other racers more than people in chat. Like not being in any of their Discord servers or nothing. Okay, leads the way. Best lap 1:27.885. 28.303 from Reza. 28.938 from Denver. Through the corner, so didn't need to really adjust for the barrier there much. Between through the chicane, ease over the curve, dab at a brake, eases through. He just started going off asking if stunt racers really thought there was racers, basically. Esco. I won't worry about it. I saw it all kick off, but it seemed to be just that. He's got a bit of a thing against stunt racers. He knows his guys, he supports them. I'll just leave it as that. Who was this trap made by Captain? This wasn't Waggy Woo, was it? No.
No. This is Kai Cats.
Kai Cat, there you go, Mr. Yoda Fox. And hello, Atal, I'm Win, my man.
And I'm afraid we can't all race on things we like all the time.
No, it's to mix it up. Like we all run competitions in our own communities, among our own disciplines, and then somebody else is coming in and mixing it up for us, offering us good amount of money to come race in a mixed competition. So the people that signed up. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
You can choose to take part or not in the future for these events and keep to your street or stunt or whatever. There's no judgment on it. Like, I don't really see the lines between the different categories. They've all got their different skill caps and levels and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Right, Levicate clearly very, very consistent here, managing the Sacro really, really nicely. Keeping the revs nice and high through the corners, which allows him to burst up to speed that little bit quicker. As of there, a couple of seconds behind at this point, running 28.3, 20.5 off Levicate's pace there. Levicate bringing that down 126.959. Really nice. It was nothing to do with Levicate, but there was just somebody from the street racing community having a bit of a pop-off in Levicate's stream. Nothing on mine, so nothing for us to worry about over here.
Are you talking to somebody, Fox, or just talking back
That's
to your
prestige
stream?
to my stream, yeah.
Okay. Say,
No one's got you muted, Captain. It's all good.
Is Esco back? I was like, I can't hear him.
No, Dad's just asked if he'd missed anything. But otherwise, you've just missed some really good racing. We've got a top event going on. We've got Razza in second place behind Levicate, Denzel and Chinaman battling for third here. Vapors completing out the top 5. Jojo has picked up a couple of positions. He's back in 7th place. That will be 6th with Captain stepping aside. Good luck, Jojo, coming in from sick. A little bit late, sick, but I'm sure it will be appreciated. Good luck, Razza, too. Didn't realise there was 2 people in the lobby, you knew. That 126.959, very, very nice lap. And there's another one that likes to go off a little bit. I'd ignore him as well as score. Personally. Hello, Aaron lad. How you going, fella? Oh, I do like it when shit doesn't kick off in my chat and I can just watch it in someone else's.
What's happening?
They're all just fighting. Is that to the battery, Ryan? I can take care of that for you, lad. Do that really quick. Right, in the race lobby, lad. Cleanse this Lord so I can see which letter I'm on. Otherwise my message just came through.
Here's Raza.
Oh, well, how has it?
Oh, who's this Abyss guy?
No idea.
Do you know him, Captain?
No,
He's a fucking goon.
sounds like he's a retired street racer.
I think I remember the name, like, I'm sure he was good, but I don't see why he's being such a mad ass about it.
I'm not judging none of them, but a couple of them do seem to be a little bit more toxic than we're used to in our community.
Bro, all it says was, why are you being so toxic? Next minute, he started fucking saying everything, bro. Everything.
Yeah, but it started because Levicut didn't like the stunt race, which is understandable. Stunt racing, like, it's not great.
I said to him for saying about you, he called you something. I was like, why are you being toxic? And that was the start of it. And he just started slavering about everybody.
What did he say about me?
Like, it was something like, about an old account. Yeah.
I said Raza's going to win, and then he was like, who the fuck is Raza? This guy's an alt or something, I don't know. And I was like, why are you being toxic? And then that's it, he just lit on the stunt community. Being toxic, and now all Levicut streams kind of joining in. Like,
I'm not arsed, like, Levicut would smoke me on the streets, but it's a fucking given, man. He smokes some of the best people on the streets, so I don't see why he's making an argument out of it.
No, they're all being
toxic. Does he expect us to argue back and say, no, I'd fucking give Levicut a run for his money? Look at the guy, he's a fucking beast. Obviously I'm not going to fucking give him a run for his money. It's like me going in the chat when they're playing Rocket League and saying, ha, you guys are all shit, I'll fucking smoke you. Because I play the fucking game more, I do it more.
You know what to do in the future.
Yeah. There's some fucking street racers that are really good on Rocket League though, so I won't be able to fucking do it with some of them.
Jojo doing nicely, but you can see them. Oh, just against that red and white barrier, we'll move to Denzel.
Like, me on a consistent street run on a track that I'm relatively experienced with is still fucking seconds behind Lev.
Yeah.
Like this right now. I can't do anything to catch the guy. It's too fast.
He's just so good on his throttle control and shit. It's perfect all the time.
I'm not crashed, so that doesn't fucking help.
And that does take, having played the game from a young age, quite a lot at some point.
Mate,
even if he doesn't anymore... Even if they don't play GTA 4 all the time, they've had over 10,000 hours experience on this game after already being a good racer. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not saying they play to that extent anymore, like they probably don't sweat out as much anymore, but they put in the time to get as good as they are.
Makes me laugh is their fucking opinion on stunt racing. It's not proper racing, mate. We're on a fucking game. No racing on this game is proper racing. If you want to do proper racing, go outside and get in a fucking real car. You go in a chat and say GG's because you won the race. It's like, this man said GG's, I'm done. Like, no, I'm not saying GG's, nice battle. The guy was 3 seconds ahead of me. Saying GG, you fucking smoked us.
Listen to these guys.
But no, this is all stuff we know. We know that it, like, on the throttle control and stuff, it isn't as difficult. But it doesn't stop some people going out and learning how to do it. and it being a bit easier for them to learn because they're already at a high level, no racing lines, and have got the experience of handling pressure with shortcuts and racing. It's that simple. The best racers in all the disciplines could potentially go in and challenge, like not all like all of them necessarily and stuff like that, but they'll be up there in the top decent amount of racers where they can say, yeah, I'm good, and not have people going, you're shit. Do you know what I mean, right? That's my thought on it, rather. Like, they wouldn't call you shit after a couple of months. No doubt.
I'll take where I'm at with street racing, because I don't fucking do it that much. I literally... this champs thing is the only experience I've had for a long time on street racing.
It was a bit, yeah, the little crew battle we did recently for pros as well as a bit of a warm-up for it. And you barely raced over the whole year since the reset either.
I know, I fucking
I don't know, what do people expect of you, Ryan?
I feel bad for Lev, because he's not actually saying anything, it's just like this guy.
No, he's like, I'm not judging Levicate on that at all. Like, even Murthos, as much as he's talking a little bit, he's more saying facts than, like, being toxic or nothing. That's Simon and...
Yeah, I appreciate Luke coming in and saying what he said, but I wouldn't be a top racer if I did do this. Like, Murthos is right, but it's the way he just comes in false.
Like, if you see top as like Murthos, Levicate, them guys, then maybe not. But then you'd be in that bracket below, I think.
I'd be in the bracket of if I was sweating my arse off and doing very, very well, and they were on a bit of a bumpy run, I might be able to fucking give them a little bit of pressure if I practice and practice. But I will not be beating these guys. That's a fucking given.
But that's the same as this whole rung below. Like, there's very few people that are breaking through it at the moment that I've noticed. Like Mr. Yoda-Fox, like, honestly, like, I've seen enough of it over my time. Like, we've had plenty of toxic people in the stunts. We've got Trilsy to get people used to it as well as a nice toxic guy. You know, he uses it more to speed people up. But I just laugh at it. I find it so funny, like, judging other people's skill sets just because you think yours is better and worth more. Like, we've all got a lot to learn. Like, they clearly need to learn how to do stunt races. But we're not there going off at them, you're fucking shit at them. Advising them on where to go find the world record lines and shit. Because they are quick guys. They potentially could go out and get some records here and there. But I do think there's guys that could potentially go out and get some of the records on the streets from stunts. They would need to put the work and time in. With this Clio as well, I know Clio on PC, one of the fastest guys that's on PC at the moment. So I'm not surprised that he was able to spend 2 or 3, 4 hours on splits and get a world record. Like, that's my thought on that. Like, I'm not surprised he was able to go get that one. It's not got too many difficult cuts that need to be done to get a record.
I'm not going to earn any more points. I'm happy with how many I've got. 69.
I was just going to put the control down. Very nice.
Oh, this is the issue one, isn't it?
Just saying, Esco, Jack's time's in the pre-nerf D8.
Who cares?
I'm just saying, I've got world record in the current D8. They're not going to be able to get close to a 244.
They're just going to watch that and be like, ah.
Yeah, Murphos class as always, mate.
Like quite a few of them are badly made. Like, we can't deny that. We all complain at them.
Street racing is harder than stunt racing. It is way harder.
Yeah,
It is, but the thing these guys don't understand is Luke's trying to get the point across. Like, if you go and watch like Mobbin's East Coast lap and stuff, to do something like that is not fucking easy.
Exactly, man. That's the world.
If you're just on the if you're on the stunt races doing them how I do them, like boring as fuck. That's why I don't really like them anymore, because I can't be asked to learn doing the shortcuts consistently. It's too much fucking effort. I just drive around the track and know the lines. That's fucking boring and easy. But if you do the shortcuts that actually require a bit of skill, you can't say that's easy, because they would not be able to fucking do it. They'd go and try it.
Yeah, street racing just has a lot.
Street racing requires a lot more fucking focus.
It requires a lot more focus, a lot more skill. There's a lot more different aspects to it, down to fucking tyres that you use on cars and different spoilers that you use on cars.
Exactly, Dad, man. It's tricky. And, like, there are different talent levels as well. We just try and break through our own. Like, we can't help that Leathercate's very naturally talented and all that sort of stuff, but he's worked on that from a young age.
Leathercate shouldn't even be brought into it, man. It's this toxic.
No, I'm not. I'm just bringing him up as a quick racer, not toxic. He's talking about how it's quite hard to be a quick racer, and it is. It's fucking hard to be a quick racer.
There shouldn't be an argument right now, man. There shouldn't be an argument. This guy, whatever his name is, has just turned it into like.
Just ignore it. There's a couple of them in the community that are like retired or semi-retired.
The issue with this whole argument is Abyss feels the need to try and tell stunt racers they're not real racers.
He's just trying to get into your head as well. Don't let it get to you. That's all.
For what reason? Like, what's he? Is he trying to make Leathercut win? Does he want me to like do bad so Leathercut doesn't win? He's gonna fucking win no matter what I'm doing.
You never know. Maybe he's nervous because the stunts are in there. You can never work it out, right? He didn't know you missed a race.
I missed so.
But you know what I mean? Is he maybe wasn't paying enough attention early on?
But I don't see why he's so arsed about how Leathercut performs.
I've no idea.
Is it his boyfriend?
I think they all like Neymar.
This comes across as the kind of guy who has millions of fucking yes men around him.
Well, they like not being funny to them. It's not their fault. It isn't their fault. They've been given nicknames and stuff like that. But like, they called us fanboys, yet they're the ones that call their top racers fucking Neymar and shit, isn't it? Who's the fanboy there?
No, called Neymar though.
No, Leathercut used to be called Neymar.
Fair play.
I thought he was actually called. His name was Neymar. I thought his name was Neymar.
But his old PS name was Dolce Neymar. I'm not German, so I can't pronounce it.
Neymar's Brazilian name. He's not going to be called Neymar, right?
He might have made the account when he was younger, something like that. Neymar was up and coming.
Just coming off the inside prop.
That boy just watched the gauntlet lap. I thought, yes. I don't care that it's pre-up, he's gonna watch it and be like...
But he could watch Mobbin's East Coast or anyone doing East Coast like 149 or something, and he'd say, oh, that's fucking who. No.
That's not easy.
Even...
It looks easy. It's one thing to look at something and say it's easy, but then it's another to actually go in and try it.
Practice, yeah.
And that, I think, is something that these guys just don't understand. That's the only thing that these guys are getting wrong here, is the fact that, fair enough, street racing is much harder than stunt racing. They have that point, that you can't argue with that. But it's the fact that they're claiming that stunt races are very, very easy, and this Clio guy claiming that he's very close to world records.
No, he's very quick on PC.
Very quick on PC.
He's very,
Let's introduce
very
him
quick
to
on
Unholy.
PC.
Let's introduce him to fucking Unholy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He wouldn't stand a fucking chance.
Slits isn't one of the records they've absolutely smashed out of the park, and like. Not being funny, he says he spent 3 or 4 hours hot lapping that track.
The guy has just said, quote, but in terms of driving skill on the normal parts, I'm not very impressed by the turns, so I'm sure it can be beaten. This guy has no fucking idea, mate. This is the thing, that he has no fucking idea. He thinks that is the he thinks that's fucking possible to beat. These guys, you need to know everything before you start making a fucking argument. These guys are just diving in, having no fucking knowledge.
Are we cap?
Yeah,
Right, mate.
Cleo.
Are we
is
alright
PC.
to do that fucking wall smash on that first corner or what?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Everyone's like not doing it, I'm doing it. I feel like we're not meant to be fucking doing it.
It
Wait, what was
automatically
your
turns the car.
best laps on here on that track?
30.186 from Jojo so far here with this
I managed a
lobby.
27.7 without that wall smash earlier. So hell, I might have to try it in the actual thing.
So a nice, and we'll move up to Denzel, have a little look at the battle for first and second. I think Jojo's got a little bit of a lead.
Only one I'm not looking forward to is fucking Avon, the club one. That's the only one I'm not looking forward to.
He's all getting away with a bit of a brick there. It showed it through the lag. He rode it nicely. There's that. Levicate looking to try and gain position over Captain before he pulls aside. A little bit of way back to centre in that corner now as Razor and Captain come on out of it. A big time gain through the corner. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's where Levicate seems to get his biggest time gain on the first lap. Jojo rises, look, his car seemed to buck a bit wildly down that hill, affecting his braking point, but he just coasts through the corner, popcorns out for third ass. Good night, Cam man. Yeah, we're just chilling over here, third house, mate. You can eat the popcorn and enjoy the racing, but that's about it, mate.
You're onto the last track now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just posted in Discord, we'll be 5 minutes late.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, last track's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Beautiful, beautiful track.
Tough car though.
I saw RZA on that track. He bricked really badly on that one corner. Like, he went into it and it just completely bricked him and it sent him spinning around.
What I'm saying as well, they're like where Murthos was able to go on to do. Yes, because he's a very, very, very good racer that knows how to control his throttle incredibly well, so he's going to be able to transfer that to other race games.
Murthos is class, though. Murthos is class.
Yeah, I'm enjoying watching it third house as well.
Denzel with the 29. He's a 29. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice times. 29.785 from Denzel is for that best lap.
So currently the cut-off for the wildcard is 18 points, occupied by Killer. The first wildcard occupied by Killer. See if he can add to that. And if not, we'll be taking 3 wildcards from quarterfinal 3 and 4. However they make it.
Ah, sick. They're just chatting this shit. Like, Cleo's one of the good racers on PC, so...
I agree with Murphos on that. Stunt races are bad because they're made by Rockstar. They just fucking smack jobs together.
And stuff, man.
And you have to find the fucking shortcuts that aren't
We've
really
known
meant to
for
be
years how inconsistent they are. Hell, in pretty much any stream that we've done on playlists,
Murphos is getting very little judgment from me because he's talking more facts than being toxic, to be honest, in my eyes.
Murphos
you shouldn't
is
have
class.
been
Murphos has always been
really,
class.
when Luke said that about you, you're right with that, Razza, for sure. That's going to the toxic side, but other than that, he's just talking more facts, that the tracks are shit, that's why I don't like them. He mentioned a couple of the street track creators that he's found that he really likes, and that's why he likes to hot lap them tracks. Like, that's what we all do. We find stuff we like, and they're the stuff we do more. And he has said before that there is skill in stunts, but he does think streets is like more difficult with the throttle control, which I agree with. It's what I've said. But if you guys went and learnt it as top stunt racers, I don't think you'd be too far off them. They wouldn't be saying you shit like they're doing. Like, you might not be fucking Leathercake pace, but you wouldn't, like, do you know what I mean? They wouldn't be saying you're bad either.
It's like feminist, man. It's like they need to justify fucking reasons for doing everything and tell you things that you already know and try and get you to fucking agree with them.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'm on you for the first lap then, Chrono. And Rebel.
Excuse me, fuck.
See how this plays out. We've got Leathercake on my phone. Little tap of the horn from someone. Maybe if they just ran a little bit tighter than they thought. Captain picking up a good couple of positions there in the race, but it allows me to spectate from a non-pressured spot. Okay, just easing through the track. Lightly gaining time over Denzel here and there. It's a bit more aggressive maybe on the curb, getting a bit of a bigger boost, gaining some of that lost time back. The curb, focus the cars backwards, mixing up a bit too much as I keep in 5th place. Jojo taking 6 over HVB. Jojo battling the brake boost strong, pulling alongside and past Captain. Beginning to move forward a touch, maybe we'll go sit with Vapors as Jojo pulls into the middle. Nice wall smash from both. Getting good revs off it, pulling down the straight, good speed, feed. Alongside and past a little bit, safe with the braking point. Just clips the inside, we choose this point to pop back forward to Vapors. Now see Denzel and Leathercake. Leathercake, you can see, having gained that bit more of an advantage. Maybe we'll pull on to Denzel just while we can still see Leathercake ahead. Goes nice and aggressive over the inside, clipping at the curbs. Tidy, pulling himself away from the walls, good and clean, clipping as much curb as he can. And trying to get as close as he can to Leathercake's time. The 2:08.175 is the lap so far from Leathercake. Should be seeing that come down quite significantly. Razza was into the Transform races a while back, weren't you, Razza? You had a couple of the world records on that.
I didn't really like them.
Not into them, but you did. You picked up the mechanics enough to grab the world records early on and that. But
Yeah.
no, as we found them a little bit slower, but nice on you, lad. Getting you set 15 1-7 plus the fastest lap world records on them. Really nice stuff. Like, there are some fast people that race on them. Like, I know a couple successful does them occasionally and stuff like that. A lot of the grinders will take part in them that are really good. They're not bad, like Psycho in that, when they're double and triple money. And then they come across and do very nicely on the stunts and other stuff as well. Benzin haven't gained on Leathergate. Bit of a mistake maybe somewhere along the line from Leathergate. The 133.990, best lap from Leathergate. That is the best lap we've seen on the day. It's down 133.8. 9, I believe. Got 4 seconds over Denzelala in the bag. A little bit further back at the moment, 135.020, but as he did say earlier, very happy with his points total and qualification progress to next week. Just maybe taking it that touch easier, easing his way around the track.
Second and corner very badly.
Pinky, I do think, like, they are, like, I've seen the way they talk to some of their other street, but I don't think they're in the chats too often and stuff, to be honest. I don't think they're as bad overall. And as you get to know them more and more and stuff and learn the tracks, and they wouldn't be judging you quite so harshly, you know what I mean? It's just about fitting in and finding your place in any community. Like, Riskio managed to flick about and stuff like that. So that is a qualification 2 for the day over. It's third house. There's no boosts to manage and stuff. Like, the cars have too much grip, so you can take a lot of the stuff at close to full speed and stuff. I know some of it's tricky and like, it's incredibly well balanced in a way, but the fastest people can't get up to that much more speed than people quite a bit slower. Have a last little look at the leaderboard, then I'm going to quickly run and make a coffee while I have a quick 10-minute break, well, 5-minute break from the stream, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll set up the next lobby. We've got Leathergate with the 133.859 of Pure Inc. Fastest lap on the day. There's Leathergate with the playlist win.
Okay, I'm going to stop the stream and I'll see you in 5 minutes on the next one.
I will catch everybody very shortly as well. This stream will be quickly ending. There'll be a new one up in 5 minutes after I've made my coffee. Thank you all very much. And good boy. Thank you very much, Yoda. No worries, my man.